everyone! Welcome back to my channel, it's Cerise here. So, today's video is one I've been waiting to do for so long, but the shit just didn't arrive fast enough. Regina George and Princess Cut Skin Frost. Yes, the pink highlighters are now a thing, and now I have them, and I'm so excited to use them today and try them on. So I'm doing a 2-in-1 video instead of doing 2 separate videos. I'm going to do these two. And unfortunately, because Regina George is not safe for your eyes because of the dyes in it, I will just be using it as a highlight today, and I'll be using Princess Cut probably somewhere in this eye look somewhere just to brighten it up, make it explode. So let's start with the packaging. You guys know what it is. The Jeffree Star packaging, like so. It's got the pretty little color there, and then Regina George as well. So let's start with Princess Cut. I cannot open this shit fast enough. Yeah. Look at that. I haven't even swiped any of it. I've literally had to wait 2 days because I needed to get my nails done, which they are done now, and they're pretty, nice and pink. And so now I'm going to, that's it on my finger. Oh my god, it actually seems quite similar to like lavender snow and that kind of thing because it's so like silvery. I'm just going to do a wee hand swatch here. Oh, look at that. It's kind of like a wee subtle kind of glow. That's actually quite nice. I quite like that. I thought it was going to be real like whites, but not as white as ice gold clearly, but that's quite nice. It's like a real subtle shimmery one. That would look real good on pale people, I reckon. Pale people is where it's at for that one, I reckon. And now for Regina George. And there is Regina George there, so I'll give that a wee swipe. So it's actually like, if you see it there, it's not as pink as I was thinking it was going to be. So here, I'll swipe it on this side. So yeah, it's actually, like it's got a pink sheen to it. Like, it, you know, it is quite like pigmented pink. But it's not as like blinding as I thought it was going to be. Which is pretty good because that means like, you know, more versatility sort of thing. So if I just bring you closer to this wee mug here. BAM! We don't need to go any closer today. So I'm going to get like a blushy kind of highlighting brush. I don't really know what brushes are called. I just use what works well for me. So I'm going to get shade Regina George, and I'm just going to kind of dab it on there like a lot. And I'm just going to kind of put it on as like kind of like a blush highlight sort of thing. Alright, so it's very, very subtle. Very, very subtle. Hang on, let's try some more. Alright, there we go. Colour's starting to come through now. So, I mean, it's quite a subtle colour. It's not like, I was thinking it was going to be real like hard out pink, you know, like, but I think it's one of those colours that you can build up. And like once it's built up, it'll be more and more pink. But that's it, just kind of lightly on. And as you can see, like, sure it's got the pink like tinges to it, but it's still got that like nice silvery highlight in it. So that was Regina George as the highlight, which is actually quite nice. And it brings kind of like rosiness to your cheeks. It's like a nice rosy type colour. So, like a rosy type colour when it's on your cheeks, it's not like blinding pink. So now I'm going to go with Princess Cut, and I'm going to put some on this eyes, so come closer. Alrighty, so now we're at eyes, and what I'm going to get is a, kind of like a packing brush like this. I don't know if it's a packing brush, it's what it does, it packs it on. So, a packing brush I suppose. I'm just going to wet it because last time when I licked my brush, everyone had a bit of a meltdown over that and thought it was very unhygienic, but I can tell you that if you're putting it on yourself, I can tell you now, there's probably been worse things on your face. I got you. Alrighty, so also if you wet it and use it, the highlighter, it becomes way more pigmented. So what I'm going to do, so I've wet it put it in the highlighter, and I'm just going to put it like on my eyelid. So just like pack it on there. So Princess Cut reminds me a lot of shade Princess in his Beauty Killer Palette. I might actually compare them and see. And then I'm just gonna like blend the top just to like kind of blend it in. So I'm just going to get the brush that had my eyeshadow on it and kind of like blend it in there. And that's Princess Cut on the eyes. So this one here. So that is like Princess Cut on my eyes. In a kind of like cut creasy kind of way. And then Regina George on my cheeks, which I quite like. I think it goes quite nicely. What I'm going to try now is I've got the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer Palette, and if you see shade Princess here, that looks oddly the same as Princess Cut here. So I'm just going to compare these on my hand for you guys to see. So I'm just going to get Princess Cut again. I've cleaned my hand, so I'm just going to swipe in Princess Cut and just go down my hand here. So it's a lot of it there. And then, just clean off my finger. And then I'm going to get shade Princess here. Just kind of dip my finger in. And I'm just going to put it next to it here. So like, pretty similar. If you can see that, like, they look very, very similar. So that's quite interesting. Maybe he's done Princess Cut as a version of shade Princess in his palette, but I mean, I haven't heard anything. Usually if he's done something like that, or like if he's putting something together or something like that, then usually like you know about it, but he hasn't said anything like that, and it's very, very similar to Princess in the Beauty Killer Palette. So if you were solely wanting to use Princess Cut on your eyes and you also have the Beauty Killer Palette, I'd say to just have the Beauty Killer Palette and not get this just for your eyes. But this is like, I kind of need to try it as a highlighter, don't I? I do need to try it as a highlighter. Alright guys, I'm trying it as a highlighter because I just tried it for my eyes, so I can't really say like if it's good as a highlighter because I haven't tried it. So I've just put a fan brush through it now, and I'm just going to kind of give it a little something something on here. Alright, okay. It's definitely good as a highlighter as well. It's definitely good as a highlighter. So there's Princess Cut on this side, and then Regina George on this side as a highlight. And there we go. That was probably really confusing, all the things I just said. I'm confused. What am I on about? Anyway, so that was shade Princess Cut and shade Regina George on my face. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed filming this for you guys and showing you guys my first impressions. So if you guys wanna, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Cerise1307, and on Snapchat, Cerise. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.